Welcome to Humble and Hungry, episode 1. Thank you for joining me as I set off on this journey exploring how and why small intentional acts can make a big difference in your lifestyle. I'm going to share my journey with you as we go and introduce you to some people and things that I find smart, motivational, and inspirational. First things first, let me introduce myself. My name is Emily, and if you're my family, one of my closest friends, or part of my Instagram crew, you may know me better as Emmy. I started an Instagram about 3 years ago, documenting my health and wellness journey, and I've really connected with so many people over time. I've always wanted to dig a little bit deeper, so I'm thrilled to be here on this platform to do just that. Okay, so what's my story? I was born and raised in Western New York, and I still live here now with my husband and our gleeful, perfect toddler. We both work at home right now full-time during this COVID age, and we're so fortunate to have a very safe and happy and healthy bubble around us supporting us as we go. So, like everyone, there's mental and physical struggles during this time, and I definitely found myself really wanting to lose some weight. So right now I'm doing the Bright Line eating food plan, and also we just got a Peloton, so we're super excited about that. So why should you listen to what I have to say about motivation, inspiration, and setting goals? Well, let me tell you a little bit about my story. A number of years ago, when I was hoping to start a family, I was diagnosed with something called complex endometrial hyperplasia with atypia. So this is a really rare form of hyperplasia. I think they say about 1% of women get this, and it's most commonly treated with a hysterectomy. This news was devastating to me. I was just floored, and honestly, the first couple months, I was just down in the dumps. I gained so much weight when I was already overweight, but finally I got to a breaking point where I just knew I couldn't let that be my fate. So here's where everything gets crazy. With my wonderful OB, the amazing OB at Roswell Park, and the amazing crew over at Buffalo IVF, I spent about 1.5 years getting treatments. I had 3 minor surgeries, a bunch of painful procedures, and lots of ups and downs along the road. However, eventually I cleared the condition I had and was clear to start trying to have a family. Oh, one small thing. I forgot to mention that throughout this time, I lost 130 pounds. I was so anxious sharing that for a long time, but now I'm really proud of all I overcame, and I'm so happy to share that story with you. So, how did I do it? Mentally, I think I really just needed to find a part of my body I could control. I felt very out of control, and I just wanted to take the bull by the horns. So I knew that losing weight could help my condition and also just make me healthier. So I just went ahead and got started. I went to the hungryyy weight loss clinic, and I did the ideal protein regimen to lose 130 pounds in about a year. Both infertility and extreme weight loss have chapters and chapters to them. And I found sharing my story has really resonated with some people on Instagram, so I decided to really dig in deeper to that here. I'll spend some time each episode looking at something special that I think will really benefit you, whether you're trying to conquer a goal, just need some support, or may need some help supporting someone else. Okay, so for our first episode of Humble and Hungry, I do not have a special guest. I just wanted to introduce myself to you today and to keep it simple. So I thought I would keep it simple with a thought I've been holding in really high regard lately, and that is that weight is just a data point. If you've been struggling with your weight or trying to, increase and have more healthy habits, don't put so much pressure on this scale. Weight is just one reflection of all you're doing to get healthy and stay healthy. I've been doing an eating plan for a couple months, and it actually has been really empowering for me. It's no added sugar and no flour. And I'm sticking to this plan, and I know that every day I'm getting healthier, and I don't need to obsess over a number on the scale. So a part of this also is that I'm only weighing myself once a month right now. And there's research to back it up that this is a good idea. I'm not a doctor. I don't play one on YouTube, but you don't need to weigh yourself every day. Okay, so most experts, it seems, say weigh yourself once a week or weigh yourself once a month. So you'll see that weight control over time. You'll see the trend of your weight, and that can kind of show more of an indication of your health. Weighing yourself every day with those fluctuations up and down can be really unhealthy, especially if you're like me, where it just takes total control of your mental health too. So again, weight is just a data point. So how am I controlling those days when it is weigh-in day? Once a month, I'm weighing myself. And even though I'm not doing it often, it's still in my head all day that I'm gonna have to weigh myself. What I do is I pen to paper write out all of my non-scale victories of the month. This is something for me to look at and to think about and to have feelings around on the same day that I'm weighing myself, because these are the victories that are really important, the accomplishments that really tell my story more than a number on the scale. Non-scale victories, if you're not familiar, are really just accomplishments that you've made for your health that have nothing to do with the scale. This month, I got to write things like, I have been fitting into some clothes that I probably haven't worn in a year. I've been exercising a lot more and being really good about my meditation schedule and even sleeping better and things like that. So those are the ways where you can really feel better about yourself. So think about those non-scale victories. And if you need a hand on those weigh-in days, if you weigh yourself once a week or once a month, if you need to give yourself a little bit of break about that number, try writing down your non-scale victories before or after, and I think you'll really find it helpful. Also, if you do it, please share it. I'd love to see. All right, to close things out, I just want to say thank you so much for joining me on my first episode of Humble and Hungry. I appreciate you being here, and I'm so looking forward to telling you more of my story and to sharing tips, tricks, strategies. We have some great experts coming up and some really fun panelists we'll enjoy. So lots more to come on Humble and Hungry. Thank you so much for being here. Something I'd like to do to wrap up the show is to do the Humble and Hungry Happy Thoughts. So for this week, that happy thought is a quote that I thought was very appropriate as I start this journey, and that's that the only journey is the one within.